Can I just press you a bit more on this? The reports of this strike on in Bashura in Beirut overnight, which is a very residential area. Reportedly, it has Hezbollah linked the Islamic Health Organization, in which local reports say 9 people were killed. I mean, have you got any assessment on that or any information?
I don't. Obviously, we want to see hospitals and healthcare facilities protected. I don't know any of the underlying circumstances related to that strike, so I certainly can't speak to it.
Because it feels like the phenomenon we saw in Gaza of healthcare facilities being targeted may now be happening in Lebanon. And so, the bar under international humanitarian law is extremely high. So I wondered, how closely you're looking at this and what conversations you're having with the Israelis about.
So I just can't speak to the circumstances of the strike because I don't know. But I will say, when it comes to Gaza, there are circumstances where not the Israeli government, but the United States assessed and had definitive evidence that Hamas was operating outside of hospitals and had built bunkers underneath hospitals. So we do want to see healthcare sites protected, but at the same time, at least in Gaza, we saw Hamas actually operating outside of a hospital. It's not to speak to this strike because I don't have any definitive information about it, but just an important point about the incidents in Gaza.
It's important to ask the accountability question. I mean, Article 9 of the 4th Geneva Convention, you talk about protection ceasing if it's used for hostile intent, but that is only after due warning has been given, naming in all appropriate cases a reasonable time limit, and after such warning has remained unheeded. The fact that sick or wounded members of the armed forces are nursed in these hospitals shall not be considered to be acts harmful to the enemy. So even if it is a Hezbollah-linked organisation, the medics are there treating, potential militants, whatever, that's still not high enough bar to attack it. And once it is attacked, there has to be, a huge amount of warning given and enough time for people to leave. So I asked the question because are you getting a sense from the Israelis that they're doing that? And we've seen this one here overnight.
I'm fully aware of the provisions of international humanitarian law. I just don't have the underlying facts about this strike and why they made this strike and what they believe they were hitting and what they actually hit.
Okay. So. Chagos Islands, are we going to come back to that?
Yeah, we'll come back to it.
Okay.